Namaskar and welcome back to my story time. We're on episode number 7 in our Ramayana series. In our last episode, Ram had taken Sita away from her hut and kidnapped her. Now, Ram and Lakshman, when they found each other, they rushed home to make sure that Sita was okay. But what did they see? They saw a plate on the floor filled with food, and it was outside the circle that Lakshman had drawn, so they knew something was wrong. They started walking the forest calling for Sita, Sita, Sita. But they couldn't hear a response. Now they were getting worried. And as they started looking for Sita through the forest, they found a vulture, Jatayu. He was calling out for his one arm or wing was injured pretty badly. Now Ram and Lakshman went up to Jatayu, and Jatayu said, Ram, Lakshman, Ravana took Sita away. To which Ram asked, who is Ravana? And Jatayu said, Ravana is the demon king of Lanka. They went in the south direction. He took Sita forcibly. I am so sorry. I tried to save Sita, but Ravana chopped my wing off. And then, poor Jatayu, he didn't last very long. So Ram and Lakshman, they prayed for Jatayu, and then they started walking along the path which would take them to Lanka. Now before Jatayu took his last breath, he had said, you should go by the mountains, and through that you may be able to get to Lanka. So Ram and Lakshman, they set out for days walking through the forest. Ram was so sad and heartbroken that his Sita was kidnapped, and Lakshman was angry. How dare someone do that to Sita? Now, as they were crossing the forest, they didn't know, but they were entering the kingdom of monkeys. Sugriv was the monkey king, and he made sure that there was nobody causing trouble in his kingdom. He got a word that 2 humans were trying to pass by the forest. So he sent Hanuman to go and make sure who those 2 people were and that they were not up to any trouble. Hanuman said, sure, my lord, I will change myself as a sadhu or a sage and go up to them and make sure who they are, where they're coming from, and where they're headed. So dressed up as a sadhu, Hanuman went up to Ram and Lakshman, and he said, Namaskar, who are you? And why are you in this part of the forest? So Ram answered and said, thank you for asking. My wife Sita was kidnapped by Ravana. So we are trying to make our way to Lanka to go and rescue my wife Sita. And here, this is my brother Lakshman. We are from Ayodhya. Then Hanuman completely changed from the sage to himself and said, Shri Ram, I can't believe I'm getting to see you. I think my life's purpose is fulfilled. Let me take you to our monkey king Sugriv. Maybe he will be able to help you. And that's when Ram and Lakshman met Hanuman. And then stay tuned to see what happens and how he enrolls the entire monkey army to help our Ram and Lakshman in our episode number 8. Thank you so much and namaskar.